I got a very late review here for you. This film actually showed up on Screambox a month or two ago, and I apologize for so lateness. Just a lot of crazy things happening lately in real life. But today we are looking at Here for Blood. It is on Screambox from director Daniel Torres and written by James Roberts, and we get the story of a guy who's put in a kind of a tough situation. His girlfriend, Phoebe, has to do a babysitting job, but she's really having troubles at school. In school, she's got to cram for an exam. So she asks her boyfriend to fill in for her for a few hours until she can get to the house. Well, he reluctantly does it because, I mean, after all, he's not really a babysitter. But once he gets there, he's finding it, yeah, okay, I can kind of deal with this, until some strangers show up, and some strangers that want to apparently do harm to the young girl that he's babysitting. But he will have none of that, and he defends this house from these crazy folks. And as the night goes on, things get crazier and crazier. We get demons, we get special effects, we get lots of gore, blood, babysitter shows up, limbs flying, and you get this wild film that ends up in a completely different spot than you thought it would when it first started. And that's what Here for Blood does. I'm watching it in the beginning and I'm going, okay, I kind of see where this is going. Kind of your basic home invasion type of, okay, the guy who, our Tom O'Brien, Tom O'Bannon, the big babysitter played by Sean Roberts. This guy is just, he's ripped and physical guy, and seeing him try to be a babysitter is humorous. But I loved how this guy, he does not hesitate to try to dispatch the bad guys who are trying to kidnap this young girl. And I loved his performance in here. This guy who's just caught up in this crazy situation, and man, it goes from basic, like, okay, formula, to wait, what? We're doing this now? And I think that is the appeal for this film, and what sets it above some other films similar to this is the fact that it takes this 90-degree turn and goes into this completely unusual, unexpected area, and it gets even funnier as it goes along, and gorier, and bloodier, and a lot of the jokes hit, and the situations, and more characters show up, more bad guys. One of the bad guys in particular in here is the Bernie, played by Jesse Buck. I love the Bernie character in here. Dee Snider gets to play the voice of this this severed head that's still alive in the film, that's talking about feed me. You've got references in here, of course, to Evil Dead with the way some things are set up, and Night of the Demons, and all these references in here, but they aren't blatant in the references. And I loved the story of this. I loved the surprise, because it's not often you get surprised by a film, and to have this film do it, I think shows is the creativity behind it for sure, and some sharp direction as well, leading you into this unexpected turn in the story, and giving it a whole different level. And then it has an outrageous ending, which going to be a bit of a head scratcher for the ending, but by that time in the movie, you're like, fine, okay, whatever, we're just rolling with this, okay? Jolie Farrow shows up as Phoebe, the babysitter, during in here, and I loved the banter between her and Sean Roberts. It was quite hilarious as things ramped up, and as she had to get violent as well. And the little girl in here, Grace, played by Maya Misjovic, she was fantastic in here too. For a young person like this to be in a film like this, I thought she carried her own, and was a cool character as well. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had here. If you could get through the first 10-15 minutes or so, and then when the bad guys show up, just get to that point and things really go wild. And by the end of it, I was smiling and laughing and happy that I got a chance to see Here for Blood. So thank you very much for watching. If you've seen Here for Blood, love to hear your constructive thoughts on it. Please like, subscribe, all that bells and whistles here. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub